one little peek. But then after that, I don't want you to open this box or tell anyone anything about it. You got it?
Got it. Totally top secret.
You're watching a commercial for the launch of Samsung's Galaxy 4 to be launched out of New York this week. I'm Deborah Kahn. Joining me is Asia Tech editor Yoonhee Kim. Okay, Yoonhee, how surprising is it that they're choosing to launch this in the U.S. instead of out here in Asia?
Right. It was a surprise for Samsung to come out and say we're launching this device in New York. The last model that they introduced last year, just about a year ago, the Galaxy S3 model, was launched in Europe. And so the fact that they're actually launching this in Apple's home turf has gotten people to think, why are they doing this? They're really keen on expanding in the U.S. market. It's really a market that they haven't been able to really gain ground because of the popularity of the iPhones in the U.S. And so by launching this flagship high-end smartphone there, they're sending a really big symbolic message.
Okay, and also, I mean, with the commercial and the hype around it,
right.
A little bit Apple-esque, I think you could say.
Very much. They want it to be a big mystery, and then they want to launch it to everyone at the same time.
Okay, so what is it going to be like? I mean, do we know anything about the smartphone and how it's different from the 3?
Right. Well, Samsung's very tight-lipped about the major specs of this new high-end smartphone, but industry watchers are saying that it's, in terms of hardware, it'll likely be a bigger 5-inch screen, and they'll be using OLED technology, which allows these screens to be brighter and more energy efficient. It should be thinner and lighter, probably. It'll have a faster processor, which makes the download on the network much faster. And Samsung has filed a trademark filing in the US for something called the iScroll. So that kind of raises speculation that they're going to have this new software feature in the phone that allows people to kind of track the device to track the eye movements of consumers, and when you hit the end of a page, it kind of automatically scrolls up. So we'll have to wait and see if that feature is actually in this device.
Okay, Apple and Samsung, of course, highly competitive, run neck and neck in some markets, Samsung taking the lead in some markets outside the U.S., Apple, of course, inside the U.S. So what does Samsung really need to do to stay competitive?
Well, one of the big changes I've seen with Samsung in the last few years is really working towards beefing up their software capabilities. They've been manufacturing phones for like over 15 years, and so that is their real strength. But the reason why that they haven't been able to gain an upper hand in this market is really because they haven't been able to do much with their software. So over the last year, the company has really invested in software engineers. They've ended up hiring a lot of people from India, Europe, Russia, China, in order to develop unique software features that will actually allow them to kind of avoid the patent litigation with Apple. As you know, Apple has been accusing Samsung, saying that Samsung's basically copying a lot of the stuff that they have in the iPhone. And so that is what they're placing an emphasis on. And you also will notice that they've been placing a lot of emphasis on advertising and marketing. They're spending billions of dollars on marketing just to kind of build up their brand image in the US, where Apple has such a big presence. So we'll have to wait and see when the new device comes out in the market, but there is really a lot of high expectations about this new device.
I mean, I have to admit, it's occurred to me, what more can a smartphone really do? Because it seems like they do everything now.
Right. So what Samsung really needs to do is wow consumers in terms of hardware and software capabilities. Yeah.
Okay, thanks very much, Yoonhee. For more on that story, you could go to WSJ.com. I'm Deborah Kahn.